Investigating hostile intentions. Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Agitators!
Back in business. Batten scan.
What's there?
Worth a look-see, I guess. I'm warning you, I am armed.
Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Requisite tasks complete. Return to Welcome back, Cynthia. Now that you've returned, we can...
Bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
Make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
The priority control access nook must be through those doors.
A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom. Altitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms, oscillating, cantankerously, benevolent
oversight, the dream of belonging, the allure of security and plenty. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes. Foster dependence. Denounce interdependence. Promote the informer. Condemn the questioner. Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms oscillating, cantankerously. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom. Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes. Foster dependence. Denounce interdependence. Promote the informer. Condemn the questioner. Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of... Be advised. Your present course of much better. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. Knew you'd come around. Much better. Stop and consider. What would you... Stop now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could... Why? You don't want your ride? Knew you'd come around. Vandalism. Sabotage. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say? Partners!
Well, did it work, or didn't it?
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Time to process the rift data. Fine.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? Well, perhaps we will discover a means to capitalize on the ascension of humanity.
The Order wouldn't appreciate that. You did make a deal.
Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental rift device with this information has a high chance of success. In addition to processing your data, I found time to restore the lift to Spyreton. Your allies are waiting for you outside this chamber. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us. Seems prudent. Lead on. Those combatants appear to have been bested by the most efficient assassin of all. Exposure to the elements.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work?
Welcome back,
Mental
Cynthia.
refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
I always find I work best when undistracted. One could say I find the cultist at Newton quite the interruption to my focus. Now, how might we be of use to one another? I shall allow myself a moment of relief. Moment passed. I'd hoped killing the cultists was its own reward. But you may also take this. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet directly. Can I count on you? One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it. I hope your zeal is properly placed. The Protectorate soldiers guarding the crash site are unlikely to let you close, unless something else is made to arrest their attention. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Some of our scholars find answers to their solutions at the CAF integration point. Perhaps you might do the same. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the odds prevail against your bloody demise.
off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry. Welcome to the CAF integration point. Will it be caffeine? Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more scientific breakthroughs in a given quarter. Interested? Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or professional? No need to start chewing erasers. I'll be gentle. Promise. Expand on that for me. You are not bound to repeat the mistakes of the past. Good. Never forget that you are a valuable factor in the universal equation and necessary to advancing the plan. Now then, a brief conversation is customary following the initial service. I haven't seen you around before. New project appointment? Must be an adjustment, all things considered. I'd have run the mugs through the autoclave twice if I'd known the garden was receiving visitors now. All right, your turn. What?
On a scale of 1 to 100, how pleased are you with the garden in its current state? Please measure your exact satisfaction to the nearest tenth integer.
100? Certainly. That's the right answer, isn't it? I can show my math if you need. I'd really love to stay.
Happy to chat for 0.07 seconds. You know, you
I have
strike
many
me as someone with a
solutions, but
very
none for
small
your
body of
problems by the
public
look of
work.
it. Caffeine is proven to lead to many positive health and research outcomes.
Colleagues, we are living in astounding yet increasingly difficult to predict times. That the Earth intensification event, it is no break to analyze the risks presented.
Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter. A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Providing intellectual validation to this unit's queue. Priority, low, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. In the meantime, Commander, it is worth considering your lack of formal alliances. Without Auntie's choice or the Order's help, you will have to face Horizon Point's dangers alone. Failure to make proper preparations raises the likelihood of death and serious injury occurring. Agents are encouraged to establish themselves as a friend to colonists and other local entities. These relationships can be effective points of exploitation at a later date. It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the Archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. That strategy would be greatly inefficient, Commander. Please allow this unit to help you generate a more sound mission plan. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
A would-be tyrant doing something tyrannical. Who could have seen this coming?
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not programmed to question authority. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Only one person here knows Horizon Point as well as you, Commander. Should be me, watching your back. Like old times.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.